I'm back. Okay, you guys let me know if you can hear me better on this video. If so, I will go ahead and talk on this. This is through my phone, not the desktop, which is super weird because I thought the desktop would be the one that was blurry. So if everybody can hear me okay, let me know that you're with me and live. Make sure I can see your comments. Hello, hello. Let me know if you're watching live. Let me know if you're watching a replay eventually. Okay, cool. All right, I am not gonna waste any more time. While people are hopping on, I'll just go ahead and say hello and welcome. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Nikki Whiting. I'm the founder of Beatnik Dynasty, or if you have been added to that page. But we have so many leaders in our downline now that we honestly have so many powerhouses, and you may not have been added to the large team page. But I am the founder of Beatnik, and so essentially we all work together on the same team, and I'm super excited that you guys are here. All of the leaders have really put in a lot of effort to create a really awesome 2 to 3 day group that gives you a lot of content in a really short period of time. And I know that can be overwhelming. And so tonight I'm really hoping that I can talk to you guys about why signing up your spouse is a good thing, and why I did it, and why I recommend new coaches do it as soon as they can. And so if you are in this group, you are either a newer coach who has not gone diamond yet, or maybe you are someone who has lost your diamond rank and you're looking to get that back. And so I am going to talk to you about how easy it is to get there and why the spouse account or significant other account is the way to go. So I did this call in Beatnik about 1.5 years ago when I was pregnant with my 3rd child, and it was a hit. I kind of just popped in live and shared it, and the information just seemed to resonate in a way that made sense, because I know that placement and downlines and volume and all of those things can feel very much like foreign language when you first sign up, and it just feels a little overwhelming. So I'm hoping that I can put it in layman's terms and make it simplified, because I will be the first to admit that volume and strategy and all of that took me a while, and that's okay. We're not going to understand everything right away, and some people are going to grasp onto things earlier than the others. And that's the best part about being a part of a team, is that some people are going to have really great strengths in certain areas, and the others are going to have strong suits in the other areas, and we can help each other out in that way. So let's go ahead and start talking about why. So I know you guys are thinking, especially if you just signed up, you're like, okay, I just signed up like with my own product. I just invested in myself. So like, why am I going to put money towards also signing up my spouse account? And I totally understand that. That was my mindset when I signed up. When I signed up, I really struggled with the fact that there was going to be a sign up fee, and how much Shapeology was, and all of that. So I can definitely take myself back to that place of understanding those concerns. But I will tell you guys that Emerald is your first stepping stone in your business. It is the very first rank advancement. It is the very first thing that is recognized, most likely. And the confidence boost, honestly, that came from going Emerald for me was one of the biggest parts about why I feel like going Emerald soon is so important. Because when you sign up as a new coach, a lot of times we struggle a little bit with confidence in sharing on our public platforms and putting ourselves out there, a lot of fears, a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of stuff like that. And so to be recognized and to be able to move our business forward and all of that was definitely a small win that felt like a really huge win early on in my coaching journey. And you know, if you guys are someone who grows your business on social media, which I do, and I'm guessing the majority of you do. If not, maybe you are knocking on doors or still calling people, but most likely 99.5% of you are probably running your business on social media. And so your followers, your potentials, the ones who are watching you, who are thinking about joining you, but maybe haven't even had a conversation with you about joining yet, they need to see that. They need to see you advancing and moving your business forward. And so the shout out is a part of that. Getting that public recognition from your upline, from your team, from Beachbody, seeing that you're moving your business forward and you're doing things to create momentum and create a team and that sort of thing is important for people to see early on, especially when they are unsure about what you're doing and if it's going to be successful. And so they're definitely going to be watching, and having that recognition and someone to shout you out on those public platforms, in my opinion, is really important. And some people will say, well, Nikki, that feels a little bit like cheating the system because, I mean, if I'm going to just like sign up a family member and a friend, I don't really have any like true runners in the business yet. And what I would say to you is, no, that is not true. This is so much strategy, especially in building your downline. And it's a strategy where you're really trying to build for depth in the long run and maximizing your downline in the long run. And you guys should be thinking in the long run. Like, that should always be something that you are thinking about down the road. What's the vision? What's the 1-year plan, 2-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan? It should be a long-term thought about how to maximize what you're doing. And so team cycle bonuses, you guys, is going to be where the majority of your income should eventually come. Early on, you're going to get wins with commission and signing people on and that sort of thing. But over time, what you want is for the majority of your residual income every single week to be coming from those team cycle bonuses. And I would probably say that 99% of my income is coming from residual cycle bonuses every single week. And that's what we want. We want to have subscription commission coming through from BOD subscriptions and commission coming in from new customers and coaches and bonuses and that sort of thing. But we want the bulk of it to be coming from a team that you have found of builders who are working the business the way that you're willing to work the business. And that is where the really large residual income comes from. And so we want to talk about that because it's important for you guys to know that early on. And that's where you want to see the growth. When you start to see, I always say, the coolest part when you break down your income every single week, the coolest part to see on that for me is to click on the matching bonus. At Diamond, you get 10% of the matching bonus of your ranked coaches. And when you go into that and you see that growing, that means that your teams below you, all of your coaches are starting to grow downlines where they are seeing residual income as well. And that's what we want. That's the domino effect that we want to see with everybody. So the easiest way to start all of this process is to sign up a spouse or friend and ask them to just come on the journey with you, to support you in your journey, to be there for you. You know, I hear a lot of people having conversations and saying, well, so-and-so, my friend or my sister wants to drink this shake or wants to use this product or whatever. What do I say? And my friend Erica said it best. She said, tell your family to support you. You don't know what the answer is, whether it's yes or no, unless you ask. And a lot of times people want you to ask. So ask, okay? So the easiest way to do this is you don't have to ask when you're having a conversation, hopefully with your spouse, and saying, hey, I want to sign this up because this is how it's going to help us. And I'm hopefully going to give you some information that's going to help you go back to your spouse and talk to them about why it makes sense. So I will tell you that my first 2 coaches were a best friend of mine and a family member. And they both ended up quitting. One of my friend ended up quitting 6 months in. Okay. And do you see me quitting? Did you see me quit? Did you see me give up? Did you see me decide to stop moving my business forward? I could have absolutely done that, but I stopped attaching my feelings for certain things to business moves and to what is best for my business. And I had a vision that was bigger than anyone else's. And that's all I needed to do was have that vision for myself. And so here we are later, a 15-star diamond team, been coaching for over 7 years. I could have easily allowed them quitting to stall me, but I know that everyone's not meant for this, and that's absolutely okay. And it's okay to let that go and to move on with the ones that do want this. But in the meantime, when I went Emerald, this allowed me to start cycling right away. I started to collect cycle bonuses right away. It allowed me to start receiving leads right away because I was hitting Success Club and I was now Emerald. So I was taking in 2 different lead programs, the customer lead program, which happens when you're hitting Success Club, and the Success Club program, which happens when you hit Success Club and you also are Emerald. Okay, so both of those have to happen, or I'm sorry, one's Emerald and one is hitting Success Club. So 2 different lead wheels that they're pulling from. And what happens is someone signs up on the account or on Beachbody On Demand or Beachbody's website, and they don't have a coach. They are assigning a customer to a working coach. And they define that working coach as someone who is Emerald and hitting Success Club. So those are the 2 key kickers there. Those are the 2 things that you need to be focusing on, because that is what Beachbody recognizes a lot. And there are a lot of good reasons to be hitting. So those are some reasons why I felt like Emerald were really important. Now, the quicker you sign them up, the better the placement that they got. And essentially, you are losing money long-term by waiting on where to place them. And you have to, like I said earlier, you should be looking long-term with this. This isn't a temporary gig. I'm a lifer. I hope that you guys are in this for life as well. But you are leaving income behind if you are not signing up that significant other or spouse early. And the reason for that, and I'm going to explain it to you guys, is we are a binary system. Okay, there's a lot of different comp plans. There's a lot of different types of network markets out there, and the way that they compensate people is all different. And so we are a binary comp plan, which means we have essentially 2 legs. Okay, we have a left leg and a right leg. And you're at the top, you signed up, and there's people above you that signed up as well. And now you have these 2 legs, your left and right side. And the way it makes sense is, say for example, there's me, and the next person I sign up is my spouse, okay? And I continue to place here and there on my left and right leg. But over time, there are so many people being added underneath my husband here. So all of these people signing up. And as they grow teams, their team spreads out underneath, and their team spreads out underneath, and their team spreads out underneath. All of this volume, which essentially now, I don't know, we have like 10,000 people in Beatnik, 10,000 coaches. And 7 years in, all of that volume is there for us to take advantage of to capitalize on the cycle bonuses, okay? Now, if I had waited, there's me, and everybody signs up, and I wait for years to sign up my spouse, here's me, and here's my spouse, and there's all of this team here that I've missed out on, that he's missed out on. I didn't miss out, that his account missed out on. Because now I placed him here, and now we have to wait for the volume to grow down here in order for him to start seeing volume growth and like strong volume at all. You see what I'm saying? So I missed out on all of this and all of these massive teams that have grown in the meantime because we didn't just put him there right away. So if I signed him up way down, I've essentially wasted a lot of volume, and volume equals income, you guys. Volume equals income. So, for example, there are so many reasons on top of volume why it's important to sign a significant other. You can control an account. You essentially have a lot of control over your business, okay? There's a lot of things you can't control. You cannot control whether or not someone's going to stay in this for the long haul. You cannot control whether or not someone's going to keep their Emerald rank. You cannot control there's so many uncontrollables, right? You push for a certain rank, and a lot of it depends on how your team is doing. If you have a spouse or significant other account, you have a sense of control. It's almost like having your own business center to build beneath you. It's like signing up a rock star coach. You're like, gosh, I just wish I could find that one rock star. Okay? Sign up your significant other, your spouse, be the rock star on your weak leg or wherever you want that volume to grow. Okay? And here's the other reason why. Rank. Okay? We're talking about rank right now. Emerald, it's 2 coaches, you guys. It's a family member and a friend. That's it. And for me, I got to a place in, I think, 2016 where we were pushing for 15-star diamond, superstar diamond, which is the highest rank in the company. And what's really cool about this is there's limitless income potential here. And I don't know what other companies that you might work for out, in the world, and what kind of compensation they give as far as bonuses and raises that they give over time. But the fact that we can earn just from our teams $12,000 per week on top of everything else that we can earn from, and we can have 25 business centers doing that. So imagine the income potential there, okay? Just to throw those numbers out there. So when we were pushing for 15-star diamond, when you hit these 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15-star marks and you hold, you get a quarterly bonus. They do this every quarter. And it's basically they divide out money that Beachbody has earned, and they divvy it out in these pools according to how many people are that rank for that quarter. And it was a really significant amount of money. I think at that time it was like a $50,000 bonus for the quarter, worth pushing for. And I was capping out in other ways at my business. And so it made sense for me to push my business to 15-star diamond so that we could earn the bonus. But I had no one on that side that was really working for diamond at the time. So I was stuck. I needed one more diamond, but I felt stuck. At that point, I took Boom, who was sitting there. Boomer is my husband, for those who don't know. Who was sitting there, and decided to build him at that time. And we built him to diamond. Now, he goes in and out of diamond sometimes, but we needed him at that time. So we built him to diamond. That not only allowed us to qualify for 15-star, which gave us the quarterly bonus, which in itself was worth it. But then his cycle bonuses went from $14 per cycle at Emerald to now $18 per cycle at Diamond. And so we were making more money in that way. And 15-star happened, obviously. And if he's at Diamond, at his place in the organization where I have placed other coaches so that we are maximizing income potential, he's making about, if he remains Diamond, $50,000 extra per year for our family at Diamond, at his place in the downline. You guys, there is so much income potential. I say that because I want you guys to understand strategy in this is so fun if you understand it, and try to figure out the best way to build for your family and for your business, because you can be building for so much extra income. And on top of that, all of that volume in his account is helping my other business center cycle. So his business center is cycling, mine is cycling up here, and it's helping hold rank for quarterly bonuses. All things that make sense, right? Because at Emerald, if he drops at Emerald, he's making about $250. He's capping. He's making like $250 a week. That's what you cap out at Emerald for cycle bonuses. So again, not wanting to lose out on income and placing strategically so that it makes sense. Maximize what you're working with. This is a limitless business, like I said. So, a lot of people are like, okay, well, I'm ready to do this. I want to sign them up. What's the next steps? Okay. Here's some other reasons, and here's the way I would do it. When you're ready to sign that person up, 100% would say sign them up with a challenge pack. There are some challenge packs that you can purchase that do not have Beachbody on demand. I would say do that. Here's why. You automatically get 2 Success Club points for selling the challenge pack. That's a win right there. It's November 3rd, and you would have 2 Success Club points, right? You get a bonus on the challenge pack. They're different based on challenge packs. Let's say approximately $50, $35 to $50, okay, on a challenge pack. On top of that, you may be cycling by signing them up as well based on the team volume that's collected there. So that's an extra $14 that you would cycle. And then, so now we have, $60 or so that you've made back already on the challenge pack sign up. Take the extra products and sell them as samples. So if you got Shakeology, get it in a box. So you have packets and hand it out for samples. Charge people per sample. They get Shakeology in their hands. They're trying out the products, and potentially you're getting new customers from that, and you're making your money back on this investment that we're talking about, because it is an investment in your business. Now, okay, Nikki, got it. But now you expect me just to keep them on 90p VHD on top of my own, right? Because we're keeping our own on 90p VHD all the time, meaning we're not getting off Home Direct, because Home Direct in our main center is what keeps us qualified for Success Club and the leads and the swag and all the things that they send, qualifying for Success Club trip, all that stuff. Plus you're using your product because you're a product of the product. You need the product. So here's what I'm telling you. You don't have to have them on 90p VHD forever, okay? Before that story where I talked about going 15 star, before that happened, I didn't need him. So I wanted to place him so he had a good spot. But I didn't want to pay a bunch of money right away. So we are paying the $15 a month fee in his account, we were. But I just let him go inactive once I signed up another coach on that leg. So it was him and a friend. And then my next coach I placed on the same leg as him. And then all of a sudden, I didn't need him to stay active for Emerald. He was a placeholder. I let him drop. I let him go inactive. We weren't earning money in his account yet. That's what's going to happen with you guys early on, right? And so I let him drop off. And then once I got to a place I was building to Diamond, and once I got my 8 coaches, I was like, ooh, I need one more active 8th coach for Diamond. Then it made sense for me to make him active again. But I didn't just pay for product every single month if I didn't need to. He can go inactive and still be there, still be signed up. So that's what I did. And you're not going to stop at Emerald, right? You're going to keep going, because we don't do that. We don't sign 2 coaches and stop. We go Emerald again, and Emerald again, and Emerald again. So we're not worried about those first 2 people, because we're continuing to build our businesses after the fact. And if they're not qualifying for Success Club anyways, they only need 50 personal volume to be active a month. They do not need the 90 personal volume on Home Direct. These can be one-time orders, whatever. It can be 50 volume, and it can also be from customer orders. So if you have an awesome customer, they're on 90p VHD every month, they're in his account, he's staying active simply by that one customer, okay? So let's not overcomplicate this, because there are so many ways that it can flow without you having to create additional HD orders and all that kind of stuff. So when you need them again, then maybe a diamond push or whatever, then you get them active. When you're pushing for Star Diamond and it makes sense for them to go diamond, get them to diamond. But you have so much control because it's your own little business center. Now, here's another reason why you need to have them. When we have things like this peppermint mocha Shakeology, I don't know if you guys have looked at your volume, but if you are selling this product in the downline, it's like one of the most popular ones. So we always have crazy volume. But these seasonal limited editions create great volume for the week. And at that time, you take all the orders you plan. Like I bought 5 boxes of peppermint mocha Shakeology because I love it so much, and I know it's limited edition, and I want to have it for like a while. So I take all of those orders and place them under the additional account. Keeps them active. And if I'm buying, 300 volume of product, I'm cycling 3 times because of that. And so for me, that makes sense because that's what, 18 times 3. It makes sense for me to order under there and make a little bit of money back on my cycle bonuses. New product launches, VIP early access to stuff, accessory bundles, all that kind of stuff. Anytime I run like a giveaway or Shakeology group and I'm ordering a bunch of Shakeology for people to buy samples of, it always gets pushed under there to bump up the volume. It's a strategy to maximize your income for the long-term gain. Okay? So I understand, you guys, it's a lot of information. I totally understand. And I know it's going to be a little overwhelming, but the idea is to help you guys and give you some knowledge in the why behind it. Okay. And then hopefully from there, you can start to ask some questions, things start to make sense, and we can answer those for you. But that's the starting point. In a nutshell, that is why Emerald is easy. And that is why it should be able to be done by this Thursday. You guys should be able to wake up on Thursday and we should be seeing a freaking booming amount of people going Emerald because it makes sense for your long-term business right now. Make sense? Boom, done. Do it, did it. And then we're gonna go Emerald again and Emerald again until we're diamond. Until we're star diamond, until we're 2-star diamond. We're opening up additional business centers. There's so much potential here, you guys. So if you're working for diamond, this is where it makes sense to have conversations. This is how you got to Emerald. The simple conversation with your new coaches is, this is how I went Emerald. Here's how you can go Emerald. The idea is that a system should be able to be duplicated. And that is such an easy thing to duplicate. So tag anyone that needs to see this. Let us know what kind of questions that you have. I have a couple minutes before I'm hopping over into Beatnik and doing a new coach call. So if you have questions right in a second, I would love to help you answer those. Or you can post them and we can answer them throughout the week for you. But I'm hoping that this was a little bit of an aha moment. And you guys are like, oh, it makes sense now. Yeah? Okay. Any questions? Trying to see. Okay, cool. I hope that answers some questions. I am looking so forward to seeing where this week takes you guys. You have all tomorrow to play catch up, to really understand things, to get your friend and family member signed up, and for us to announce you as Shiny Emerald officially when our online office updates on Thursday. Okay? All right, guys. Have a good night.